Hello, it's Alison here from Lilypads. So it's the end of the month and we're doing a roundup of everything we've done this month, what we've achieved, what we've learned, and what we're taking into next month. So this month has been all about our crowdfunder. If you've managed to miss it, we launched our reusable pads. So we do reusable period products in that these work just like disposable pads. They look the same, they're much more comfy, but once you've used them, instead of chucking them out, you put them in the washing machine. It does all the cleaning, hang them on the line, and get going again. And on our Kickstarter, we launched all 5 of our products to see what was working and what people were interested in. Each and every one of them had a story. We started with our Superstar pad, which is my favourite. It's designed to be worn instead of a disposable pad, so it's your only product. Lasts twice as long in terms of absorption, but it's really comfy and doesn't give you that nappy rash that quite a lot of women were talking about. And so it felt much more comfortable to be in all day. We then put with it our backup pad, which is my co-founder's favourite, which is designed to be worn with a cup or a tampon, because most women are wearing a liner with a cup or a tampon just in case it leaks. And what they were finding was that's quite bulky, it's a lot more waste, you can see it through your underwear. And so we really worked on making sure that you couldn't see that line. It was lovely and thin and comfortable. We made a wee smaller version, a liner, for those who are wearing a product before or after their period starts, a just in case product. So it could be that wee bit smaller, that little bit more hidden, but does the same thing. A night pad, because every single tester said to me, oh, have you got a night version? I really want to try one. And so we launched that. And finally, our wee baby that had been in development for a while, our active pad. And for those, my God, for those women who either for a lot of time are doing some kind of high impact, either sport or something like that. And so if they're trampolining or kickboxing or sprinting and their pelvic floor hits 110% and it leaks a bit of urine, or those people who've had a baby, their pelvic floor has done a lot of work and then they're lifting a baby or laughing or moving up and down, and that again means they're leaking urine. And so we've made a pad for them, and that focus was on making it just like your period product, so people don't really know the difference, and it's up to you whether or not you want to talk about it. But it's still super comfortable and keeps you feeling dry and keeps you secure so you don't end up with leaks everywhere. And so this was what our crowdfunder was about launching, was saying these products are ready, let's prepare for our production run. And throughout our crowdfunder, I did little videos every day about what I was learning that day. And this is my amalgamation into all the things that I've learned that have helped that I wish I knew a wee while ago. And I've separated them into our prep, things that sort of the company is going to need and things that you're going to need. So in terms of professionals, there are hundreds when it comes to running a crowdfunder, in that you can get someone to do a copyright, you can get someone to do a video, you can get people to do all of your ads and your social media spend, you can bring in PR experts. It's your choice. And so who do you want? How much are you willing to spend? We brought in someone to do our video who was fantastic. But going back, I needed to know how long was it going to take them to edit? How much time did I need to budget for that? What kind of props and prep did I need to prepare? Thankfully, they worked very hard on limited budget and resources. But it meant for our copy, we needed people who were friends who were willing to read it, check it, did it make sense? Were we getting across what we thought we were? We didn't spend anything on ads, and so I'll come on to how we dealt with that later. And press is my other one, of setting those expectations. With the resources that you've set from the professionals, what isn't achievable. And so knowing, actually, if we're not bringing in PR agents to do this is how much we're limited to doing, this is how much time have we built up those press connections. And the third part of doing it is reviewing and getting help when you've messed up. And so things like when your page goes live, some things are editable and some things aren't. Have you had everybody you can read it and make sure it makes sense and you haven't got any weird typos? And how do you know who you need to get hold of when you've launched it with a weird typo? The things I wish I'd known to prep. In terms of going live and making it run, your 10% rule. Whatever you have set as your target, ideally you need about 10% of that in on day one. That's going to be your friends and family. So Do you know how much you need to raise? How much each person needs to know? Have you told those people? Do they know that you are relying on them? Get that communication out and start prepping it. Have a squad. We didn't do any paid advertising, in which case we needed a lot of organic support. So we made a list of about 30 people who knew us, supported us, had in some way engaged with us before and were really keen for this to start, and said, we need you, will you help? Can we put you into a group, which meant we could manage them, and say to you every day, can you like, can you share, can you engage, can you do this? So that we were building that traction and getting the crowdfunder past like our friendship bubble and into other bubbles where it's more likely to be shared. Third thing is, are you prepped for when it ends? So have you nailed the SEO on your website? Do you know your content pillars? Can you start building that while you're running the crowdfunder so that people who see your name somewhere can Google you and find you to see the crowdfunder or see whatever else? The final things I learned were all about you. So first thing for me was knowing your strengths. I'm not a happy social media bunny, and therefore me running our squad was not a good idea. Mary, my co-founder, loves it. So I was doing all our technical, does our crowdfunder work, does it make sense, blah, blah, blah. She was doing the, do our squads know what they need to be doing? Have we asked them? Have we set expectations? Though, at the same time, you're doing something mad, so have you set yourself a challenge that if you do it, it will be amazing, and if you don't, it will also be okay. For me, that was doing a little video each day on LinkedIn. And that reminded me, I do love this kind of stuff. I like engaging, and actually it made a real difference. So have little stretch things for something that you can learn and test. And third, this is not an easy thing to do. A crowdfunder is a lot of high energy, and it's a lot of being in front of everyone and talking. And so know what you need to keep you healthy and happy and sane, and have the team, even if it's 2 people who you love and support, who you can phone and say, this is really tough, can we talk, can I have 5? Have the food in the fridge that's pre-made so you can whack it in the oven at the end of a long day. Prepare that team for you so that you have you, and what can you do that makes you the best that you can. And finally, the stage that we're now on is celebrate. Say, who would have thought? And so this weekend I am off, and I'm looking forward to just taking 5 and being like, I'm so happy. For everyone that knows us, you know that our product launch is not the be all or end all. Well, it's the start. In that we're donating 10% of our revenue to our work internationally to set up communities around the world selling affordable sanitary products. And that's what our work next month is all about, is setting up 2 of these communities. And therefore our stuff next month, at the end of September, is going to be, what does this community work look like? And how is the work that our crowdfunder's done enabled us to get to one step further? But if you are thinking about running a crowdfunder, make sure you've got as many people in your team as you can for all the different skills, whether it's to fill the professional bits of helping write copy and ideas for social media, whether it's the squad, so can they like, can they share, have they got communities they can tap you into, and have you prepped for you the fact that this is going to be tough and you do need a timeout. You need to know what makes you buzz and what makes you terrified, so that you're balancing that, so that you're still a full human at the end to be like, we cracked it. So I will see you next month.